Today we're going to break down the latest patch for the finals on 2.5.0 and also cover the new skins out in the store this week. First of all, congratulations to all of you, in which we completed the community challenge. We pushed that power shift platform around the world 10 times, which is about 400 kilometers. And obviously, if you participated, then they get our free boombox cosmetic. Probably not going to use it with the builds I have, but hey, it's still pretty cool to have. Now, this week's balance changes are here to haunt the light players. If you're a light main, prepare your backside, because Embark kind of feel that those light players have a stronger advantage than they intend overall. First of all, with the cloaking device. Now, this is actually why I've been mainly using the dash and invis grenade, especially why I mentioned I'm not using it in my guides, as I felt a nerf was just kind of lingering in the air. It was inbound, and well, you know, here we are. So what's happening now to your cloaking device? Well, it now has a doubled activation cost. And what this means is that you'll basically be punished more for kind of spamming that specialization, which, as you can kind of see in the gameplay right here when I was testing out in the practice range, you'll get roughly about 3 charges or so, 3 attempts, before you kind of have to wait for that regeneration to give you the activation cost back. So what I feel like it's going to be in the short term is, for players that are heavies or medium players that are watching this video, is that lights are going to kind of be a bit more surprised or taken off guard, because you know, they're going to have to really think about how they're going to use this ability now, especially when if they get hit once or they get ticked once by some gas grenade or something, you know, they have to pay that activation cost again to go back invis, and I think it's going to be very harsh for these light players. That's not it though, and I'm sorry light players if you're watching, I do apologize. Embark also state that they're looking into changing how the actual invisibility works, which, as obviously some of you guys have known or pointed out, it's been notably different to identify, especially when playing on maps such as, let's say, Horizon, where sometimes it's even a singular color. So it looks like most of you guys watching the video as light mains might not be too safe. And on top of that, that's right, there is another thing for you light players as well. Another topic that's kind of been thrown around across the community, especially more on the casual side of the community, is the state of the stun gun. Now, Embark are basically saying to us, hey guys, just to let you know, we're going to probably nerf the stun gun in the short term in the future. They're actually looking to target that in the upcoming weeks as well. You know, I don't know, do you guys think the stun gun needs changing? I'm not too sure. You know, if you could change the stun gun, what should you change about it, right? Because, as you guys know, the stun gun topic has come up a lot of times. I mean, previously, before, the stun gun was actually able to completely disable how your aim works, right? So, you know, your aim would be reduced by like 50 to 70%. You'd have slower aim, and then obviously that stun gun got nerfed, and then you was able to still use your mouse as normal, but you wasn't able to ADS, and obviously, you know, then you have the slowing aspect of it. You know, the stun gun is very useful for things like stopping cash outs and obviously disabling some certain abilities, but, you know, especially on that casual side of the community, people are very, very, you know, hesitant with the stun gun. People don't like it, and the thing is, a lot of clips I see where people complain about the stun gun, they're on their own, they're solo, and they're not near their team. They get stun gunned, and then the light player kills them. It's like, well, why are you on your own in the first place? I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me, guys. I'm not saying that it was a change that isn't needed. Maybe it was. I'm just a single player. I mean, I've been playing less of this game just because of some other stuff that I'm doing, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. However, you know, if you're a heavy main watching this video, hey, you're also not safe too. You know, you might be laughing at these light players, but some further news if you use the mesh shield. Once again, the health has been, yet again, decreased all the way down to 750. So I think originally it was like 1,500. It went down to like 1,250. Then it went down to 1,000. Now it's only 750. And as you can see by this clip here, when I was a medium fighting this heavy with the mesh shield, it's roughly about the spray of a singular AKM magazine. So now it's going to be very crucial in timing your shields to make sure that it's not going to go to waste. However, it's not all doom and gloom for you, especially if you're enjoying the KS23. Again, as I mentioned in one of my previous patch notes videos, I called that I think the KS23 might get even more of an adjustment, and, you know, that has. So basically the adjustment for the KS23 is, it's called the bullet dispersion. So when you're like jumping, sprinting, or, you know, let's say, you know, you're zoomed in for better accuracy, that dispersion of the bullet, as you can see with the crosshair, it's going to be a lot more tighter now. So It's going to be great for basically being able to, you know, stay mobile in the arena, right? I mean, obviously, we can all agree here, movement is a pretty damn important factor in this game, even by small amounts. Now, if you guys want to know my next prediction for this game, one of the things that I think the Mbok might be targeting in the soon future is the goo gun. I've been a big goo gun user since basically halfway through Season 1 into the start of Season 1. I think the goo gun is an incredible tool and actually even stronger than the charge and slam, or even stronger than the mesh shield. However, one of the things that's obviously been pretty annoying lately is that the goo gun kind of blocks you in, and then a sledgehammer guy can just come along and like hit you through the goo. And you know, the goo gun sledge combo is pretty cool. You know, the goovement stuff, right? That's obviously the goovement things that we've obviously seen on one of my streams recently. We had some cool goovement tech. I just think that sometime in the future, maybe in the next month, or maybe in the next couple of weeks, or next few months, I think that goo gun is going to be adjusted in the future. Okay, so for you medium players, I have noticed that the data reshaper, of course, I think we can all agree actually, you know, that gadget has not been used as much, right? You know, there is a lot of potential for it, but Mbok have basically said, hey, yeah, we recognize people aren't really using it. So what they want to do now is they kind of want to allow you to have a better balance between safety of using the data reshaper, right? So what they're doing here is they've tripled the range of the reshaper. So, you know, for example, you don't have to get as up and close to things like turrets, APSs or something, or, you know, even if an RPG or grenade comes in, they've kind of made that range a bit more extended, so it's a bit more safer for you. So now it's going to be a lot more easier to actually take them off without, you know, sacrificing your health to do it. The target field of view, though, has been halved as a kind of byproduct to that, but I still don't really think that this is going to do really that much, you know, in terms of gadget adjustments, right? I mean, particularly for medium players, but at least some of the changes right here might switch up the heavy and lights rolls. I just think that a lot more heavies now are going to be using the goo gun. I mean, 750 is still pretty decent for the mesh shield anyway, to be honest, guys. I mean, it's a heavy main. So, again, you know, obviously we're just going to have to see how the players react. Okay, so for the store this week, we've actually gotten a first for players. There's actually an animation pack here. For the AKM. I did equip it and buy it instantly just because I use the AKM as a main, so this is really cool to see. I've been enjoying that kind of equip animation, or like that noise with the AK. It's really nice, and there's also some nice reload animations too. And this is only 300 multi-bucks, so it's a pretty damn decent price for what you get. So yeah, easy cop for me. For cosmetics, we have a Lurkfin Lagoon. Okay. I don't know what it is with Mbok and the damn V9S skins, right? But look at this. This is the Signal Router set. And every time they kind of come out with a new V9S, it's always really, really nice. And the attention to detail here is crazy. We kind of have this motherboard style right here with a couple of ports actually on the weapon itself. With a, here we go, we've got a conductive layer charm and a little caution sticker. Okay, so if you're not fully into the wilder skins and you want something a little bit more subtle, right here we have the Rose Garden set for the AKM, M60 and M11, which is, it's obviously very nice, you know, for that more chilled style skin, featuring, of course, the charm here too. Again, not as crazy as the other ones, of course, but, you know, sometimes people like those more minimalistic or, you know, less crazy skins. Also, if you remember that we've previously seen the leaks with the new game mode, which people are kind of saying is going to be a more of a hacker mode or rush mode. We haven't had any update or further reveal for this mode currently. Like I said, it could even be some gameplay change in the actual cash out. But so far it looks as if all eyes are going to be on the next week, which will be patch 2.6.0. So if you're not subscribed already, please do, and you'll know what to expect when we get more details following up. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the update in the comments. I'm always down to discuss the topics. Of course, as always, my name has been Thix, and I'll see you on the podium.